Everyone out there following me, Johnny Hops with America Eats and Drinks TV. And this week's episode, we are in Dunedin, Florida at the Beach Island Brewing Company. It is a small neighborhood style brewery. It's like, the neighborhood bars on Cheers where everyone knows your name. Well, whether you're a local, whether you're not a local, you're a snowbird, you're just a tourist, you're down here visiting, about 1.5 miles, 2 miles down the road, you're downtown Dunedin, and there's a bunch of breweries and distilleries, wineries down that area. You got 7 of the breweries are down there in downtown. Well, we're a little off the beaten path, but not really off the beaten path. As you can see right out there behind me, that is alternate 19. So, you take it going from downtown Dunedin to Safety Harbor, and while you take alternate 19 north from downtown Dunedin, you're going to go into Safety Harbor, you're going to go into Tarpon Springs, you're going to head into Newport Richey, but you definitely want to make a little stop right here at the Beach Island Brewing Company. Beach Island Brewery. Got Jay, one of the owners and the head brewer, him and his wife Mary Lou, they run the place, and we're going to go ahead and go inside. We're going to try some of the beers, some of the seltzers. We'll take a little tour. We'll listen to some of the live music going on, because they do have live entertainment on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, which are the 4 days they are open. So we'll go ahead and step inside. We'll check it out. We've got lots of beer reviews. We got a little tour for you. So you don't want to go anywhere. You want to stay tuned for this episode of America Eats and Drinks TV in beautiful Dunedin, Florida, Beach Island Brewery. We'll be right back after this quick break, so don't go anywhere as we step inside. All right, everyone, welcome back to this episode of America Eats and Drinks TV, and we are in beautiful Dunedin, Florida at the Beach Island Brewing Company, and I'm here with the owner and brewer, Jay, and we're going to start off with, we got some seltzers here. Seltzers are a little popular in this right now, and so we got several to choose from, and let Jay tell us a little bit about.
So these are something I never thought I was going to make, but my wife and such forced me into this. So we started doing a little testing with these and making them, and they really took off. Straight sugar wash, fresh fruit or herbs or whatever I'm putting in there. There's no preservatives or anything, so people don't like the metallic taste I get, the stuff they get from canned ones. And these seem to be doing it.
Fresh is always better, man, especially when you can source out local, especially down here in Florida. You got all the fruits you could think of to
Before I got here, I really never made much with any fruit in it. Trained German, that was a bad thing. That means you're hiding something. But so when I actually started here, I put one beer on with no fruit and the other one the same beer with a little fruit in it to show you. It was actually a good beer to start with. So this is straight sugar wash that has black tea and lemon zest in there. Calling that one like an Arnold Palmer.
Okay. And what's the ABV on?
These are 6% now. So I had them fluctuating around. I brought them up as high as 12. Well, people get sloppy really quickly that way, so we mellowed them out a little bit, and 6 seems to be a happy medium.
Yeah, is that a green tea that you use?
Black tea.
Black tea? Okay. I guess that lemon in with it, man. It tastes just like a lemon tea, man, an Arnold Palmer.
And they're way less carbonated than most seltzers are, and that was from customers' request. I just kept doing what they asked till it got to the right spot.
That is good. I like that one. And what's this next one?
This is called tie-dye. It's actually 4 different fruit blends.
Nice color,
they go very, very well together.
And what fruit is it?
That is a mango, blueberry, lime, and a raspberry mixture.
Mango and blueberry, my 2 favorite right there. I definitely get that raspberry and blueberry, the sweetness of the blueberry.
I do a lot of testing with flavors, so I'll line them up in glasses of purees across the bar, and then I put 2 together, and then next thing you know, there's 4 or 5 in a glass, and if it tastes like something I want to make a popsicle with, I'll make a salsa with. Give it a little. It just has the, not pineapple, but papaya. There is mango in that one as well. There's also lemon.
Yeah, you can taste that.
3 or 4 different fruits on top of that.
Yeah, they blend together good. And it's supposed to being down here, near the beach. You got to have the tropical fruits and got to have the light drinks.
So that
And what is it?
has a little frozen on the top. So I just take the seltzers and we put them in a slushy machine, and that's a coconut lime seltzer.
Yeah, you see the coconut
floating on top.
Floating on top there.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I have one on. You'll try it a little bit, which is just that way. 0 bitter hops and whirlpool of dry hop to death with tropical fruited hops.
Well, talking about the beers and all,
Let's get
a little bit of history about the brewery real quick. How long you guys been open?
About 1.5 years now.
About 1.5 years?
Yeah.
And I assume you, of course, home brewer before then for
many
years.
Yeah. Started off that way 40 or so years ago, and I've done a lot of brewing.
That's everyone, they progress from the home brewing into, So I see you got about close to 24 styles and types of beer, a little bit of everything on there, whole range.
Yeah, I always try to go across the gamut here. We have lagers to stouts, to porters, IPAs, everything in between. I try to always have a brown, a porter, a stout, IPAs, lagers. They will rotate. There's really no beer that is stable here. I just put 7 different lagers on. I trip across Europe. I brought back a bunch of yeast. I like to play, and
I'm a lager kind of guy. I'm the old school, old world. It's like I like the lagers, the Kolsch's, the Hefeweizens, and Pilsners.
I probably have 7 or 8 lagers on them.
Awesome. Looking forward to trying a little bit of everything that you got. And so you got a live entertainment on the weekends, or
we have an acoustic local musicians always. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday we're open. So we try to entertain a little bit here and there. I'm not really we're a neighborhood spot. We don't really watch sports or do the TV too much. So communicating is a good thing.
Yeah, I see. Not too far from the beach. It's probably less than 100 yards or so behind the building,
on
and
the street behind us.
Well, we are back after that quick break, and we are back with Jay, and we've got a few of the good German lagers. Are these all lagers, or a little bit? All right. So we're going to start off with the lagers, man, and it looks like we got a pretty good little selection going on here. We'll go ahead and start off with this one right here.
The first one's called Red Tide. It's a German lager that I throw actually a couple Swedish fish in the bottom of the pint glass. Because all Red Tide has
It comes in at 5% ABV?
That one is 5%.
Yes, 5%.
So I had a lot of my lagers up there, 6 and 7% range, and I was actually asked to bring them.
Yeah, that is good, man. It's got a nice malty flavor to it. And I love having beer that actually tastes like beer, especially nowadays, with all the, and I love fruit. I love the fruit beers too, but it's like I like to be able to go out and have a beer. Exactly. Yeah. All right, so what's the next one that we have here?
The one you have on there is a brand new one. It is I call it an American lager, but I used a German yeast. So I don't know what to call it.
German America.
Yes, big grains with a
Germanic.
Yeah. But
got that nice lager coloring to it.
That has a little roast in there, big maltiness. Just kind of playing with the lagers. That's a combination to me between an American.
God, that is good. Another light beer. What is it? What's its ABV?
That one's a little more. That one is that one's a 4.2. Yeah.
Oh, 4.2.
4.2.
Oh, wow.
Lower.
Wow. Yeah, this is definitely one that you can enjoy outside on the patio. And do you guys do growlers or stuff as well?
Yeah, we don't have growlers left here now. I got to get some more, but you're welcome to bring your growlers.
Awesome. So if you got your growlers out there, man, you want to fill them up with some good beer, bring it on down here to Beach Island, and they'll take care of you. What's the third beer that we've got here?
The beer we have on there is a Portuguese Superbock.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I was just torn all over. That's basically a tap in every bar in Portugal. Superbock is a brand. It's basically all around Europe. There's just roasted lagers, right? So they're lighter lagers, but with a little flavor from roast in there, and I was loving them. So I came back and I got to work.
Ooh. It's got a nice little aroma to it there.
That's a 5.3.
5.3, so not too much higher, but
Those super vodka had to keep really under 6 is kind of their target there.
yeah, I gotta say, it's different. It's got almost a creamy kind of a feel to it. Goes down real good, man. Real light.
That's in the margin.
I like that.
Oktoberfest section.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a light Oktoberfest kind of a beer.
And that's another thing I found. You know, the Oktoberfest, when I went there to Oktoberfest, their Oktoberfest is extremely light.
Really?
Like it looks even lighter than any of these.
Yeah.
Like a Budweiser. There's
Wow.
very, very light, and I didn't realize that the Oktoberfest they were that light. I always,
Yeah.
as a harvest ale, I always made them darker, malty.
Yeah, that's what I would. Being here in America, that's all
Right.
you ever see is
Right.
they're
So that-
darker.
yeah.
They're darker, a little heavier.
Yeah.
They're not as lagerish. The Marzen and that's weird. You would have never thought. You would have thought that it would have been the same way. If we're trying to mimic the German style beers, we would want to mimic them.
That's what you read. That's what you know.
Yeah.
When it's gone, the next one moves on.
Yeah.
I have 2 lagers in the tank right now
Really?
to replace,
Cool.
these ones that are going to be spent.
All right, so the fourth and final one that
This
we've got
is
here.
called Puppy Pilsner.
Puppy
Czech
Pilsner.
a little less on the hop. And that I did for the Suncoast Animal Shelter. We donated all the proceeds for that one. Option.
That's cool. That's cool. Always giving back to the community. Got to be. You're part of the community.
Absolutely.
And so I was going to ask as well. Of course, I assume pet and family friendly.
Yes, we love dogs.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I love. That's what I love about the local breweries. It's family oriented, where the family can come get together. You can bring the kids, you can bring grandma and grandpa, and all ages are welcome. Like I said, the fur babies are always welcome.
We have front and back patios.
We'll take a little
chill outside.
visit of that in a little while once we get done with the business at hand, which are the beers. And what's the ABV on the pup one?
ABV is 5.8.
5.0. So the strongest of the 4 right here. Looks very light.
And that's
Yeah. Nice little malt flavor to it. That is good. That sounds good.
The Bach, I put hazelnut on.
Really? Got that little, like a Nutella flavor to it?
Or
Or
hazelnut. Roasted hazelnut.
All right.
You can.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. We got more beers to review right after this, so don't go anywhere, guys.
I need one.
All right, everyone, we're back after that quick break. We got a few more lagers, probably, to wrap up the lagers this afternoon. But don't think that's wrapping up the beers, just the lager section, man. And we're going to go ahead and start off right now.
That's the Dunkel.
This is the Dunkel.
Just one on tap.
Oh,
And it's been extremely popular real quick.
that's actually my dad's favorite style. I got him, he used to just be a Heineken drinker, and then I turned him into some craft. I was like, here's some real German beers, Dad. But anyhow, this is, what was the name of it again? I'm sorry.
Does it have a name?
It's just the Bach, the Super Bach.
No, Dunkel.
Dunkel.
Just called, a lot of the beers,
Okay.
I don't have names for them. I bought a lot of beers, so
Too hard to keep coming up with names all the
somebody
time.
drinks a lot, says something stupid, we'll name the beer that.
Exactly. And this is, 4.5? 4.5.
4 or 5.
All right, so it's a nice light, as you can tell by looking at it. Once again, yeah, that's got a nice, it's crisp, it's clean, it's light, but it's got a flavor, got that nice Dunkel flavor to it.
Try to marry everything together so you don't, it doesn't get hit one way or the other with the beers. You want them all to blend nicely.
This
one
we got
here
here
is a little funky beer. My friends were making their own grapefruit beer on the boat.
Ooh,
As we were
grapefruit.
going, they were dumping some of their beer out and pouring in some red grapefruit. And I tasted it. I'm like, wow, that's fantastic. So basically, that's exactly what that is. It's a wheat beer based, and it's ruby red grapefruit juice in there.
Oh yeah, you can see the little pinkish color to it.
And it's just a good boat drinking
And
beer.
this is the, what is, it's just
Ruby Redfish.
Ruby
Coming in at
Redfish.
4.1.
oh, okay. Yeah, you can smell that grapefruit. Oh yeah. got that little tartness of the grapefruit.
Yeah.
It hits you immediately.
Yeah,
it gives it kind of like a light IPA kind of a flavor. To me, it's got that little that little bitter. So it's like a light style IPA. So if you like IPAs, you might want to give this one here a try. I mean, it's like a light style, but it's not an IPA. It just got that flavor to it to me. But
if you like grapefruit, try it. And I do have an IPA with grapefruit on it.
And this is 4.1%. So yeah, definitely.
Boat beer.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Flavor, oil profile, a lot of stuff breaks down, and it's not what it was.
Yeah, it's got that hazelnut aroma to it.
And we do a lot of blending of beers here, so they'll mix that with a stout or other beers.
Is it cold filtered?
I don't filter anything.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No. There's a mash bed that you do that filters it when you cold crash, drags everything out. No need for filtration.
Awesome. Yeah. It's got that nice
Time
little nuttiness, got that nice little nuttiness to it. And yeah, I like that. That is very flavorful, man. All the beers are flavorful. Great little spot to come hang out, man. We got live music on the weekends, patio, front and back, some games. If you want to hang out with your friends and family, play a little game, some Jenga, some
little Dunedin Monopoly. Now we're gonna go on. I have some dark stuff there.
All right, we'll be right back after this quick break. We got some more beer styles coming your way, so don't go anywhere.
These tanks normally be able to put them to 1 bar pressure. These can go to 2.
Okay.
Nice, clean it up in there.
Cool.
Glycol system keeps everything under control. Everything is monitored. Have my RO system on the wall, stripping our water down.
Oh yeah.
This is the mash tub. Like grain going there. That's where we're extracting the sugars from the grains, making our liquid work. So if you check out the inside of it, I can use temperature control to run a pump from here. So I want to do a step-up mash. Start off at doing an acid and protein rest. Through the coils here to play with the temperature to keep it where I need it. I can come up to 26, do a little acid, protein rest, and move on for when you use a lot of European grains. They're not modified like the US grains, and you still need to go through a process to make it convert properly, get your enzymes rolling.
All right. Everyone, we are back at you at America Ethan Drinks TV at Beach Island Brewing Company in beautiful Dunedin, Florida, man. If you haven't heard of Dunedin, it is probably, but yeah, they got a little bit of everything here in Dunedin, man. We're about 30 minutes from downtown Tampa. Great little beer town. Like I said, they've got 8 breweries out here. 7 of them are downtown. We are at the Beach Island Brewing. Bib, though, we got more beers right now. And this one right here looks a little fruity to me. What we got going on here, Jay?
Strawberries from Plant City. Nice little German lager.
And they are known for their strawberries. And if you don't know, in February, they have their annual Strawberry Festival, man. It's big. It goes on for almost a weekend, or at least nice little pink coloring to this. Yeah, Strawberry Blonde coming in at 4.2% ABV, so that's about what you're going to find on blondes. They're usually a lot lower.
That's called Strawberry Blonde, but it is actually on a lager. So my crazy customers named it Strawberry Blonde. The woman did.
Yeah, you definitely get that little strawberry, gives that sweetness to it. And it's a good lager, Nice clean, of course, again. Nice little head. That's how you tell if you've got some good beer. You want that little flavor profile from the head. And I hate when I go places and they want to fill it up to the top. And it's like, no, dude, re-pour that because it's supposed to have a head on it.
It's funny, in Europe, when I just went there, they actually aerate every single beer. They drop it a couple feet lower than the tap and pump it. And
really?
You're going to get a half a glass of foam. Big giant head on lagers, on everything they're doing that.
Yeah, that's why I love Oktoberfest. It's like if I got a choice between a pint and a liter, I'm going with the liter And then I've been entered a couple of the master. Oh, yeah, exactly. I actually made it in West Palm Beach. I made it to the semifinals. Oh man, it was like the only good thing about it after you got the competition, win or lose, as far as I was concerned, you were a winner because you got to drink that liter of beer, and that's always a good thing. Oh yeah, this is a great strawberry, man. Nice, sweet. Not too tart, like you said. It's a lager instead of a blonde. You know, so it does make a little deception on the name, and I think the customer did that on purpose.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, next up we do actually have a blonde.
Yeah, so that's a peanut butter blonde, and normally the peanut butter I have on a stout Bill's Nuts. So this is a little different because I made an Italian espresso stout, and I didn't want to have several flavored stouts.
Yeah.
So Bill's Nuts will be returning.
I do. Ooh, that's got some good peanut butter aroma.
Mix actually that one with that one of peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, it's like my first foray into a peanut butter blonde was HOB.
Yep.
Brewing. They did one. They did one. And when I was down here about 3 years ago, before I moved here, I was coming down about every month just checking out breweries, and I saw they had a peanut butter. I was like, ooh, peanut butter. Never had a peanut butter blonde. I love peanut butter. Let's go ahead. And it was good. So looking forward to this one here. And what does this one come in at? It's probably about 4.5, 5, I would just guess. 5.5. Oh, right there along the halfway point.
Happy Trail. Yeah, again, they mix that with a lot of different beers. They blend them.
Oh, yeah, that peanut hits you right in the mouthfeel. And it's like I can't drink, I can drink like a pint. And like, it's like once I get a pint done, it's like, that's about all I can handle of, a lot of the flavored beers. It depends on the flavor profile and what kind it is. Yeah, it's like I like them, but it's like I just can't drink a lot of them. It doesn't matter if they're low ABV or high ABV.
I have a peach grapefruit called Mouth-Watering Summer. It's not on tap right now, but that's my boat beer. That's the only fruit beer I can drink a lot of.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I want to chug that beer.
Yeah. The peach.
Yeah, that's a weird flavor to get.
Yeah.
Right now we're going to go to, this is a nice Irish stout that I put an Italian espresso in.
Ooh, so it's going to wake you up a little bit there.
It is real espresso in there. So
a real Italian espresso. So you can see you got that nice dark coloring going on. Still got a little bit of head on it.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh, yeah, you definitely smell the coffee, the espresso.
And as someone who's an ensemble.
But yeah, this definitely has that coffee aroma to it, the espresso. And it looks like it's going to be a light, not too heavy. Right. We got one more beer out here on the.
This is the Nitro Tap. That's a porter. Okay. And this comes in at 7.
And this is the chocolate cherry.
It's not any real, it doesn't have chocolate in there. It's chocolate green.
Okay.
But it does have some Washington cherry pure.
Ooh.
Put in there.
Yeah.
Had 40 pounds of nitro.
Ooh. And and you can tell it holds that head, and it's got that nice creamy head to it. And coming up on Valentine's Day, you got chocolate covered cherry. But I'm just saying, it's a good lead into it. And, come here and get you a couple growlers and stock up and have it ready for Valentine's Day.
And these kegs like that one is a one-off. So I only make one half keg.
Yeah.
Because I nitro individual kegs. I don't nitro the whole tank.
Oh, okay.
So when I'm doing one keg, basically I draw it off flat and then shoot it up with nitro.
That doesn't even taste like it's 7%. That is smooth. Of course, that's what I like about the nitro. Nitro does give that smooth, like, I hate to say it, Guinness. It's nitro. And I love Guinness too. I mean, that's what got me turned on to craft beer. I mean, that was the first stout that I ever had. And there's a story behind that. When I was in Atlanta, it's real creamy. This isn't either. Coming in at 7%. And that it's because of that nitro gives it that creamy feel to it. You don't taste that alcohol at all.
Got a little molasses on there for a sweetness to cover your palate, so I don't want you to get barked at by the alcohol while you're drinking something.
Yeah. I could definitely see it. It's very light for 7%. When I say light, it's light tasting, very smooth. Yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back right after this. All right, everyone, we are back at you at America Eats and Drinks TV at Beach Island Brewing Company. More beer, and that is what we're here for, man. Giving you a little reviews of all the beer styles that they offer here at this little neighborhood pub in Dunedin, right off the beach, right off of Alt 19, man. We're probably about, a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles from downtown.
Yeah, about 2 miles from downtown.
Yep.
Or right
Kind of in between downtown Dunedin and Safety Harbor's
Palm
next.
Harbor's up next.
Palm Harbor. Yes. All right, so we've got more beer right here, and this one, it's another light-looking style. What we got here, Jay?
So that is Corey's Creamer. It's a vanilla
Creamer. Ooh,
cream ale.
vanilla. And
So
you can
cream
see-
ale came back in the late 40s and 50s when the European lagers were coming over. It was the Americans' way to combat the lagers coming over. Is they took a light ale and cold crashed the hell out of it to make it like a super.
Yeah.
No, cream ale is a crisp ale. So
Definitely got that vanilla. You use fresh vanilla beans?
that is Madagascar vanilla beans. Yeah, $25 a piece for a bean. There's 4 of them in that thing.
Oh,
But yeah,
that
$100
is
vanilla.
good. That got that nice vanilla flavor, so it's going to have a little sweetness of the vanilla.
That's one of our customers, Corey. That was his request. So it's called Corey's
So it's
Creamer.
named after him. And what's the ABV on this one?
That is question.
Just like to let everybody know.
5.5.
5.5, so we're right along the middle age there. The sweetness of the vanilla. This is something I could sit around and drink several pints of.
That is people who like that beer really like that beer.
Yeah, I like vanilla. The flavor profile, the sweetness blends in good with malts and barley, and gives the beer a nice little sweet summertime feel. That is good. Much like I'm going to go back to that peanut butter blonde. That was good. I love that peanut butter blending in with the blonde flavor. That's another one I could drink several of on a nice warm day, or even a day like today where it's cold.
Yeah, I say that blonde, that vanilla actually mixes with everything. They're putting it in with the espresso stout.
I was going to say that would be good with that.
Yeah, they mix that with the strawberry beers and quite a bit of other things. So
Yeah.
the blend things there makes people happy.
Awesome, man. It's like, when you can blend two styles, any kind of stuff, that's what craft brewing is all about. It's not sticking to a certain game plan like the big four always do. They stick with what they've got, and that's them. Craft brewing, it's all about trying different flavor blends, seeing what works, what doesn't work. Hey, it may be excellent, it might not be. But it's trial and error. You never know until you try it. Well, just because I might not like something doesn't mean that Jay's not going to like it or someone else isn't going to like it.
I like chocolate, you like vanilla.
Exactly. And if you can blend those two together perfectly, you got a great beer.
Before I came to Florida, I really did the fruit as much as anything.
Yeah.
I had apricot and orange beer were the only things that I used, fruit and anything.
Yeah.
So.
And that's
I'm
the
a hero
thing. It's
for
like
that.
I love having just the flavor of beer. So we got another beer right here. This looks like it's another fruited beer that we were just talking about.
It is
possibly.
the German keg off it, and that's fresh raspberries.
Oh yeah, fresh raspberry. It's got that little pink tint to it, so it does have that raspberry.
And those are no fun to filter, let me tell you. That puree is full of seeds.
Yeah, you definitely smell the raspberry aroma to it. Probably comes in about 4.5 to 5. I'm guessing it's going to be low.
5%.
5%. Okay, yeah. Because most of your fruit beers are not going to be very high in content there to get you where you can drink several of them on a nice. Exactly. There's something you can drink beachside, poolside. Year round. Definitely would recommend this, man. I do like my fruit beers, as they're good on occasions. Yeah, I like my blueberries, because I'm just a big blueberry fan. So it's like anything that's got blueberry, I'm gonna be like, I gotta try that. They are.
All blueberries are tart.
Yeah.
In Massachusetts, the blueberry one I really like. It's up there, and at the bar they throw some blueberries in your glass, and they act like hydromor.
Yeah, they did that at a couple years ago when I was down here before I moved here. I went there and they had a blueberry beer from somewhere, but then they threw some blueberries in with it.
Sea Dog.
Yeah, Sea Dog has a good blueberry beer. But yeah, this has definitely got that raspberry flavor too. It's a little sweet, a little tart. It does come through in the flavor profile, and it's a light, beachside beer, Beach Island. So, they're going to brew a lot of beers. They're perfect for beach weather.
Hey,
you can go hang out on the water, on the boat, on the pool, just hang out on the beach, and drink several of their beers, man.
It's definitely a thought, but I'm a one-man band here, so it's just more for me.
I understand. That's how. Hey, I'm a one-man band myself,
We are,
and
I think,
we do what we can. Yeah, I always just like to let people know. So we got our third beer here.
IPA, really grapefruit forward. The hops,
grapefruit.
Everything is as citrus as I could find in there. Yeah. I'm calling it a single, but it's 8%, so you can call it what you want. I would say it's probably a double, but
Got that grapefruit aroma to it.
it's got a boatload of hops. One of the hops from Africa. There's some Canadian. I've played with hops, and whatever ones I can find the most citrus of,
You know,
they go in. A little mosaic,
that's not very hoppy at all.
a little citra. Well, it's targeting everything but grapefruit.
Yeah, the grapefruit. I do like that. I mean, this is an IPA. I mean, even though it is 8%, I could definitely drink at least one pint. I'm not into the hoppy, bite into a pine cone kind of IPAs, but this has got some flavor to it. That, like I see, the citrus always kind of counterbalances the hops.
So there's no bitters. I think you're equating the hops to complete bitters. Right?
Yeah.
The West Coast style, those are bitter hops. The New England style, they don't put any hops in the beginning of the boil, so none of that really adheres much to the bitter side. And so you're getting a lot of the hop profile, the lupins in there,
Yeah.
citrusy stuff.
It's got a lot of flavor. It's got a big flavor profile to it. If you like flavorful beers, definitely one to try out. And like I said, even though it's 8%, it goes down. It's still holding a little bit of a head to it too. So, and that's always a good thing. Letting that carbonation come through and letting that flavor profile actually permeate through the beer.
It's funny, I know when I was a youngster, my father and the old guys at the bar would throw salt in their beer, and I was wondering what they were doing. They had dirty, nasty lines and flat beers, and they still wanted them. So this is a New England style, 5 pounds per barrel whirlpooled and 2 pounds dry.
Ooh.
It's a monster hop bomb.
And what does it come in at?
That is a single at 5.
5. Oh.
So that is a giant. It should have been double, but people wanted a lighter alcohol double.
Yeah.
So I used as much hops as I would in a double, but I didn't use as much grain. So there is a boatload of hops.
Doesn't smell like it.
No?
Well, let's go ahead and try it a little bit. It's to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because all the flavors are blended, but I'm just not getting an overload of it.
So I think that's your equating hops of bitters, right? So that there's no bitters in there whatsoever. No bittering hops.
Okay, that's good. At 5, you said 5.
Yeah,
5%. Yeah.
Straight, Hoppy hogfish.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually. I can pick it up. Yeah, it's a little bit of the hop. Yeah, it's not bitter. It's not bitter at all. And that's different. East Coast, West Coast, New England. Yeah.
We got a lot of mango-y, kind of pineapple.
I'm getting a little bit of a clove. I'm getting a little of a clove. Actually, pretty good. I mean, definitely a light beer that you can drink a 6-pack of.
That's not a bad thing.
I like that. Got a nice little hazy.
Yeah, the old school haze is from hops, not from flour and oats. Back in the day when we made heavy duty IPAs, and I grew my own hops and pounded them in hops, you got a hop haze. It was a bad thing. All IPAs had to be crystal clear. So it was a while before they invented the name hazy for it, and now it became a new category. Now I think you'd have a black IPA. I mean, IPA is Indian pale ale, pale is color.
Mm-hmm.
America has no rules.
No, they don't. That is good. We'll come back at you right after this quick break.
Here's taking effect.
It's taking a little bit of effect. Back at you after that quick break, and we have got one final beer to make the whole trip around the world, so to speak. And this is a
mango passion fruit.
Oh man, mango! Anything that's got mango in it, right along with blueberries, I've got to try. You got me on the name of that. And what's the ABV on this one right here?
4.2.
4.2, so a nice light, and you can see it's got that mango coloring to it.
Those are actual mangoes.
Oh yeah. Well, being here in Florida, I would hope so.
On the tree. I mean, get them for free.
Yeah, you can probably just go right across the street and there's going to be a mango tree somewhere. Yeah, they're that close. Oh yeah, it's definitely got that mango flavor. And oh yeah,
those flavors marry very well together too.
Yeah, the mango definitely takes over. You got a little bit of that passion fruit in the back end of it, but yeah, oh yeah. You get that, yeah, that mango flavor is just, it's there. The perfect beach beer.
If you like mango, you like, people love mango.
Oh yeah, I do. It's like me, it's like mango habanero, you know, when you get that sweet, that flavor with the fruit with the little bit of a spice.
So I don't have any on right now.
They kind of blend well together.
I don't have any on right now, but I'm always being pushed to make hot pepper beers.
Yeah.
So I do a jalapeno pineapple.
Oh yeah, pineapple would be good with it.
So not knowing any better, pureeing pineapples and putting them in jalapeno.
Yeah.
I had a learning curve with the hot stuff. It was a disaster.
Yeah.
And the Mexican peppers that you get, I used 10 of them in a quarter keg.
Okay.
Puree them, put them through a cheesecloth, and put it in.
We get that fresh flavor. It's like, and you can tell when it's fresh.
Mm-hmm. So then I
just get that
Florida.
little peppery and.
Florida jalapenos have a very, very big, thick ball. Tons of seeds with no heat.
Yeah.
So I made the keg and it tasted like green salad. And I was like, okay, right down the drain with that. So, yeah, playing with fresh stuff. You have to remember where it's coming from. Yeah?
Some hot peppers and that would do good. I think so. It would, you know, the balance of the pepper and the mango and the passion fruit as well. Gives a little sweetness to
There you
it.
go. There's your idea. What do you want to name it?
Oh man, I have to think about that. But definitely, we'll talk about that.
There we go. That's come up with an idea.
Exactly. You never know what you're going to have here at Beach Island Brewing Company, man.
We wing
it, and that's the way to go. You never know what you're going to have from week to week, day to day when you come in. You know, one tap pops, then you got something else coming in behind it. You don't know what that's going to be. So we'll take another quick break. We'll do a little tour, walk around, check out the back patio, the outside, and give you a little final words right here on America Eats and Drinks TV. We got the back patio back here. Oh yeah. Well, I know I'm definitely going to come out here in just a little while. Several tables, chairs, little heater for when it gets a little Florida cold out here.
Okay.
When it's Florida cold. Here we are, man, winding things down on this episode of America Eats and Drinks TV from Beach Island Brewery here in Dunedin, Florida. It's a little off the beaten path than what the other breweries are, but hey, it's just right down the street, a couple miles from downtown, mile and a half, 2 miles. And it's on alternate 19 between Dunedin and Safety Harbor. So you find your way down here in the Tampa Bay area, Tarpon Springs, Dunedin, Clearwater, St. Pete, Tampa, you know, wherever. Make the short trip, man. This is the little brewery that treats you like a local, man, because this is a local spot. And, you know, like Cheers said, everybody knows your name. Well, everybody's going to know your name here at Beach Island Brewing Company because they are locally owned, locally operated, and they do cater to the locals. So, hey, go ahead and check it out. They're only probably about 100 yards from the Gulf of Mexico and the beach. A lot of their brews, they're light, they're refreshing, crisp. You're going to love them. Check out my reviews. And we're going to be back at you again next week with another episode of America Eats and Drinks TV. Where are we going to be at? Who knows? But this week, Beach Island Brewing in Dunedin, Florida. So until next time, your host, Johnny Hops, signing out. Peace and joy. Always enjoy responsibly, my friends.